You've been waiting for this road trip for months, and it feels like everything in your life has been leading up to this exact moment. Every night, you stayed up too late, scrolling through maps, zooming into random places, imagining yourself there like it was already real. You didn't just plan the trip. You lived it in your head over and over again. You pictured the conversations, the laughs, the moments where everything would finally feel different. You told yourself this trip would change something. Maybe your mindset, maybe your life, maybe you. Your phone became your world. Notes, routes, stops, ideas, backup plans, playlists. Everything had to be perfect. But at the same time, you liked the chaos of it. The unpredictability, the feeling that anything could happen. The night before the trip, you didn't sleep, not even for a second. You just laid there, staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. Thinking about what could go right. Thinking about what could go wrong. But mostly, thinking about finally leaving everything behind, even if just for a while. Morning hits hard, too fast, too loud. You hear movement everywhere. Doors opening, bags hitting the floor, voices calling your name again and again. You jump out of bed instantly. No hesitation, no second thoughts. This is it. You move fast, almost too fast, throwing clothes on, grabbing your bag, checking your phone like 10 times in a row. You don't want to forget anything. Not today. You step outside. The air hits different. It's cold, but it wakes you up instantly. The world feels quiet for a second, like it's waiting. The car is already there, parked, still, almost too still. You open the door and sit down. The seat feels familiar, but something about it feels different today, heavier. The door closes. That sound hits harder than usual. The engine starts, a low vibration, and just like that, everything begins. The road stretches out in front of you, endless, open, free. You lean back slightly, letting the moment sink in. Music starts playing, conversations begin. It feels normal, too normal, almost perfect. You laugh, you relax. You look out the window and watch everything move. Buildings disappear, roads change, the city fades away. You feel lighter with every kilometer, like you're leaving parts of yourself behind. The version of you that was stuck, the version that overthought everything, the version that kept saying tomorrow. This feels like a reset, a real one. You start thinking about who you'll be after this trip. More confident, more focused, more alive. You even smile at the thought. Everything feels aligned, too aligned. Then something shifts. It's small at first, almost unnoticeable, a slight movement, a sudden change in speed. A moment where everything feels off. You notice it, but you ignore it. You tell yourself it's nothing, just a normal road thing. But it's not. It happens fast, faster than your brain can react. A loud sound, a violent jolt, the world snaps, your body moves before you can think. Your vision blurs instantly. The car spins. Everything becomes noise, chaos, confusion. You try to grab something, anything, but there's nothing to hold on to. Your thoughts scatter. You don't understand what's happening. You don't have time to understand. Everything collapses in seconds. And then, silence. Complete silence. You wake up slowly, but something feels wrong immediately. Not just different, wrong. Your body feels heavy, too heavy, like it's not connected to you anymore. Your eyes struggle to open. Bright light hits you hard. You squint. Everything is blurry, shapes, shadows, movement. You try to move your fingers, nothing. Then a slight movement, weak, uncontrolled. It doesn't feel real. You hear a voice, distant, muffled, like it's coming from underwater. You try to focus. It gets clearer. Someone is calling your name, again and again. You want to respond, but you can't. Your mouth doesn't work properly. Your throat feels dry, locked. Then the words hit you. You've been in a coma for 10 years. Everything stops. Your brain freezes. That sentence doesn't process. It doesn't fit reality. 10 years isn't possible. 10 years is too big, too unreal. You think it's a joke. It has to be. But no one is smiling. No one is laughing. The room feels heavy, serious, real. Your heart starts racing. But even that feels delayed, like your body is lagging behind your mind. 10 years, the last thing you remember is the road, the music, the crash. Level 1 is confusion, and it hits hard. You try to speak. Your voice barely comes out, weak, broken, unrecognizable. People talk to you, explain things, but nothing sticks. It's like your brain refuses to accept reality. You keep thinking you'll wake up again, that this is just another layer of the dream. But it's not. You're awake. And this is real. Days pass, slowly, painfully slow. Level 2 begins. Realization creeps in, quietly. You start noticing things. Your family looks older, not just a little, a lot. Their faces carry time. Their voices sound different. Everything feels unfamiliar. You ask questions, carefully, hesitantly, afraid of the answers. You realize you missed everything. Entire years, entire lives, moments you were supposed to live, gone. Level 3 is frustration. It builds fast. You try to sit up, your body doesn't cooperate. You try to move. It feels wrong, weak, delayed. You feel trapped inside yourself. You try to understand the world, but it's too fast, too advanced, too different. You don't recognize anything. You feel stupid, lost, behind. You stop asking questions because every answer hurts more. But that silence makes everything worse because now it's just you and your thoughts. Level 4 is anger, and it explodes. You get angry at everything, at the situation, at time, at yourself, even at things you can't control. You replay the crash again and again, thinking about what you could have done differently. Different reaction, different timing, different choice, but it doesn't change anything. Level 5 is regret, and it's deeper than anger. It's heavier. You think about your life before the trip. The delays, the excuses, the I'll do it later mindset, all the wasted time, all the chances you ignored. You thought you had time, you thought you could wait, but time didn't wait for you. Level 6 is isolation, and it's quiet. You feel alone, even when people are around. Conversations feel forced. You don't connect the same way. It's like there's a gap between you and everyone else, and you don't know how to close it. You try to talk to people, but it feels like you're always a few seconds behind every conversation. You respond late, you react wrong, you feel it every time. That disconnect starts eating at you. You start avoiding interactions, not because you want to, but because it's easier than feeling out of place. Days turn into a blur. Hospital walls, same ceiling, same sounds, same routine, everything feels repetitive, trapped. Then one day, they tell you it's time to stand up. You think you're ready, you're not. You try to move your legs, nothing happens at first. Then a weak response, unstable. You push harder, your body shakes. You stand for a second, then you collapse. Pain shoots through your body instantly, not sharp, heavy, like your body forgot how to exist. You get frustrated, you try again and again and again. Every failure hits harder than the last. Level 7 is pressure, and it builds fast. You feel like you're running out of time, like you need to catch up instantly, like everyone expects you to be normal again. But you're not even close. That pressure starts crushing you. You start rushing everything, trying to recover faster, trying to understand faster, trying to become someone you're not ready to be yet, and it backfires. You break down, completely, mentally, emotionally. You feel overwhelmed. You feel lost again, like you're back at the beginning, but worse, because now you know how far behind you are. Level 8 is panic, and it's constant. Your thoughts don't stop. What if you never recover fully? What if you're always like this? What if your life already peaked before the crash? Those questions repeat, again and again, louder each time. You can't escape them. You start losing control of your own mind. Small things trigger you. Sounds, words, memories. Everything feels intense. Too intense. You feel like you're breaking, slowly. Level 9 is collapse. You stop trying for a moment, not because you want to give up, but because you can't keep going like this. You sit there, quiet, empty, no thoughts, no energy, just silence. But something shifts in that silence. Something small, almost unnoticeable. A thought, simple, clear. You're still here. That thought hits differently. You're still here. After everything. After 10 years. After losing everything. You're still here. That realization starts building slowly. Level 10 is awareness, and it changes everything. You start seeing things differently, not as lost time, but as time you survived, not as failure, but as interruption. You didn't choose it, but you're here now, and that matters. Level 11 is rebuilding, but this time, it's different. You don't rush, you don't panic. You take one step, then another, slow, controlled, intentional. You focus on small wins, standing longer, walking a few steps, speaking clearly, understanding one thing at a time. It's not fast, but it's real, and that matters more. Level 12 is discipline. You stop relying on motivation, because motivation disappears fast. You build routine instead, structure, repetition. You do things even when you don't feel like it. especially when you don't feel like it. And that starts changing you, slowly, but permanently. Level 13 is transformation. You're not the same person anymore. Not the one before the trip, not the one who woke up, someone new, stronger, more aware, more focused. You understand time now, in a way you never did before. You understand how fast everything can disappear. Level 14 is control. You stop letting your thoughts control you. You observe them instead. You choose your actions, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable. You move forward anyway. Level 15 is acceptance. Not everything is fixed, not everything is perfect, but you're alive, you're moving, you're building something again. And that's enough. You sit there one day, looking outside, watching people move, live, exist. And for the first time, you don't feel behind, you just feel present. And that feeling is different, powerful, calm, real. You realize something. The crash didn't just take 10 years from you. It forced you to understand something most people never do. Time is not guaranteed, not even close. And waiting is the biggest mistake you can make. You think about your old self, the one who kept delaying everything, the one who thought there was always more time. You almost don't recognize that person anymore, because now you know better. Now you act, now you move, now you live, because you've already experienced what it's like to lose everything without warning. And you're not letting that happen again, not ever.